Camilleri is an adventurous and energetic 9-year-old who refuses to let his disability slow him down.
Logan was born with spina bifida, so that just causes severe incontinence for Logan. Doesn't have a full extension of his legs, so he has trouble walking.
These days, Logan's a happy kid, but that's not always been the case.
When Logan started grade prep, it was a huge struggle for him. He was sort of pointed at and, you know, you're wearing a nappy. So he would want to come home because he was afraid of being either hurt or being bullied.
And not just the kids were bullying me, the teachers were bullying me.
When Logan turned 6, Bev threw him a party, but none of his classmates showed up.
It was heartbreaking. I was crying all the time and wondering why, you know, no one wanted to be a part of his life. And of course I was making up excuses. I didn't want to tell him, well, no one just showed up to your birthday.
I didn't really understand what she meant. But then when I was in bed, I got this thought in my head. I was like, oh my God. Now I know what she talks about. Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to be with me.
Melbourne mum Louise Larkin first heard Logan's story on the radio.
Bev, talk us through what your experience is with your son.
We have had birthday parties where we've invited, you know, classes and kinders and no one's come along.
So I thought to myself, wow, there must be something I can do about this.
Inspired by his story, Louise put on a party for Logan and any other kids who felt lonely or isolated. And she called it Friend in Me.
The one thing that we all want to do is for everybody to feel that they are included, that they can embrace their uniqueness.
Louise's first party was a massive success, attracting 350 people. Little Logan had a ball.
It was just seeing Logan happy, seeing him smile, feeling as though he's a part of something, and he loved it.
Over the past 3 years, Friend in Me has taken off. More than 2,000 partygoers showed up to one event last year. Natalie Cunningham and her 3 girls are gearing up to attend their very first Friend in Me party.
So the 3 of them all have autism and ADHD.
You're doing some beautiful pictures there. Mm-hmm. So do you talk about autism to your friends? What would you say to them?
I'm not really sure. You celebrate about the differences that we have and about if you didn't have them, you wouldn't be you.
What are some of your biggest fears as a mum when you lie awake at night for your girls?
I fear that people not understanding their behaviours or maybe misreading them. If you've got a community that you can connect to, I think there's a lot of value in that.
So last month, we all headed along to the Friend in Me Christmas party, and it was an absolute blast.
Everybody down.
So your first Friend in Me event today, how's it going?
It's big. The kids are having a great time. It's lots of lights and glitter and dancing, and they're so happy.
We have some superheroes here.
Whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you're able-bodied, whether you're the most confident person in the room or whether you're the most shy, just be yourself.
And why do you think all the boys and girls love to come to this party?
Because everyone's nice and no one is left behind. And it even says I'm here.
What does it say?
No child left behind.
High five to that.
What an absolutely fabulous initiative. You know, bullying or exclusion, I mean, that's an issue for all kids as well. At my kids' school, they've got in the primary school section, they've got a chair, a bench, for anyone that feels like they've got no friends in the playground that they can go and sit at. And the important part is that culturally the other kids are all taught. If you ever see anyone sitting on that bench, flood towards them so that they don't feel excluded.
And I think what the story does is even if you don't have access to a Friend in Me, it makes you think about your community. Gee, am I actually catering for that child who is left out? At the concerts, they make sure that the applause is not going to overstimulate kids who have issues with sound. And it's all just really considerate. And it made me think, God, I think I probably need to take more time to make sure that Molly Rose's classmates, you know, are we thinking about that child that needs that extra little bit of care?
They just define you to such a great extent, don't they? Those experiences that you have when you're young. And I can only imagine the feeling, the atmosphere in that room, Georgie. It must have been so powerful.
It was powerful, and you know what? It was just fun. Those kids felt accepted, and they just were having the time of their life.
You could see it. Well, if you're keen to learn more about Friend in Me and the next party, jump on our website.